Hello everyone, I'm FARMERSIM and welcome back to Iowa Cattle. I do hope you're all doing very well and having a wonderful day. So, today we're spreading manure. We've got almost 400,000 litres of the stuff dotted around the farm across the 3 bunkers. And I'd very much like to make good use of it and spread it onto our grass fields. Now in the last episode we harvested field 3, we mowed field 3 of its grass. And let me just do this out of cab. It's quite tricky doing these things in cab. I'm trying to talk at the same time and concentrate on what I need to talk about. But yeah, we cut field 3. We got north of 1.2 million litres of silage, if I remember correctly, of chaff. 1.276. Yeah, so there's loads in there, fermenting away in that big bunker over by the cow barn, the new cow barn anyway, cow barns. So yeah, there we go. All right, what have we got in there now? Let's see what we've got capacity-wise left in here. I don't think there's very much. It's got a capacity of just about, 95,000 litres. We will top it up, to be fair, because I've got a funny feeling that we're probably going to be spending more time coming back and to the manure bunker here to fill up than we are going to be spending in the field spreading this stuff. But yeah, I want to make a good dent in what we've got. Now, it's been a long time since I've spread manure legitimately, I suppose I could call it that, in the game. At the very start of this series, we did throw a bit of manure on a couple of the grass fields, but I was using the adjustable spray levels mod, which does allow you to customize in a way how far the manure goes that you've got behind you, I suppose. And I did knock that down to a relatively dishonest 20%, I think, if I remember correctly. It just allowed me to get the job done a little bit quicker, and it allowed me to do the job without having to go back and to. But of course, now that I've got precision farming installed, because that was before the time of precision farming, that adjustable spray levels mod doesn't really work very well anymore. So yeah, pretty much as far as I'm aware at the minute, this is just going to go pretty quickly, I think. But it's got to be done. I want to be using my massive quantities of natural fertilizer that we've got on the farm. Like I say, we've got 382,048 litres to be precise of manure, and we also have 438,797 litres of slurry as well, so there's loads to go. But if I remember correctly, going back to Farm Sim 22 anyway, because I don't often do manure spreading, let's be honest, so it's been a while since I've done it properly. I always seem to remember that it does go down quite fast. Yes, we're going to be spreading manure on a grass field, so the quantity of nitrogen that grass requires is much lower than the likes of an arable field, but still, I feel it does go relatively quickly. So even though I've got a lot of the stuff on the farm, I'm not too sure how far it's going to go. But we shall see. We shall see. I've stopped here very quickly because I've just another thing I've got in mind as well, the Vermeer mower that I've got over there in the shed. The plan is to get rid of that as well and just scrape a couple of quid back into the bank. We're far from destitute. We've got just over 400,000 in the bank. I currently still have it set to pounds. Forgive me, I forgot to change that. The downsides to jumping between UK maps and American maps and European maps, I suppose. Yeah, I think that's a result of being on Kinlake the last couple of days. What a beautiful map that is as well. It's due to be released. Well, when this video goes out, it will have been released yesterday. But yeah, I've had the honour of having an early access look at that place, and honestly, what an absolute spectacle it is. It's an incredible map, it really is. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to get rid of that Vermeer mower because we had that on the farm primarily because of these 2 fields. This one on our left, which is now a cow pasture, and the smaller, it was a field anyway, where I've got my truck shed up there next to the farm. That was a relatively small field of alfalfa, and I don't really need it anymore. The only grass fields and alfalfa fields we've got now are absolutely massive, so there's no point in having that Vermeer mower. Obviously we've got the Krone Big M, so yeah, there's no need for that. And I think according to the menus we've got somewhere in the region of about $40,000 tied up in that piece of kit, so may as well tidy it up, give it a wash and sell it and get the money back into the bank. So that's the plan. And we may well make a start as well on mowing the next field. We've got 2 more fields to mow. We've got field 11 coming up on our left hand side here, and we also have field 1, which is we've already passed just back there. Now field 1 is the bigger of the 2 that we've got left, but both of them we're going to be doing as we did with field 3 in the last episode. We're going to be mowing it, rowing it up, obviously self-rowing it with the Big M, picking it up and throwing it in the bunkers for silage, to go towards cow food for next year. It's all about prepping for the cow food. Now the cows are alright, we topped them up in the last episode with a little bit of food. They're alright for now. They're all doing good, so we can just focus on the grass work today in this episode. That's the plan. So yeah, plenty to do, loads of work to do. And like I say, I think most of this job anyway is going to be spent going back into the wheel loader there and the manure bunker, filling this thing up. So let's have a look, shall we? Let's turn you on. Sorry, need to unfold it first. There we go. Just see how fast the quantities drop down. Oh, bit of lag there. It's not too bad, but yeah, it's still gonna go, isn't it? So anyway, let's get cracking with this. Throw a bit of music behind this job, and I'll catch you in a while. There we go, job done, and a very, very big job it was as well. I think we started this at about 1:15 this afternoon, wasn't it? And it's now 20 to 5, so we've made a good use of the afternoon. Now, quantities, what we've made a massive dent in our stash of manure. So we started out with 382,048 litres of manure, according to stock check. Aha, Kim, weren't expecting that, were you? I've been ridiculed of late because I always say time saving stock check instead of saving time and saying stock check. But yeah, So what we have used in total is 249,076 litres of the manure. That is taking into consideration the fact that we've got 11,559 still behind us in the spreader. But yeah, we've made real good use of it. That is the whole of field 3 completely fertilised. The nitrogen levels have been brought right back up for the grass, so that's absolutely bang on. But I have been able to do a little bit of working out in respect of how much and how far the manure goes per acre, I suppose. So based on what we've used, that 249,076, that field is exactly 36 acres. So divide that by 36, that gives us a total of 6,918.78 litres per acre. So that's quite a handy number to know, for me anyway, because like I say, I don't really keep track of how far it goes. I've never really been that good in knowing how far manure and slurry goes on a field prior to FarmSim 22, when we had that wonderful field calculator mod before precision farming came along. But yeah, it's handy to have that around, so I'm going to keep that number jotted down for future reference, especially on this map anyway. So anyway, that's a good job done. Like I say, 20 to 5 in the evening, so we've almost done for the day, but there is something else that I can get done before this day is done. So anyway, very quickly, back to the farm. Right, we'll just tidy this away in here for now. There we are. We'll just leave this one here. Turn off. Job done. Definitely needs a wash, but yeah, we'll sort that out in the future. And I'm stuck in the car. I've not seen that bug for a while, actually. This has only just come about since the, well, I'm assuming since the last update that we had a couple of days ago to prep us for the Highlands Fishing DLC. But yeah, that's a weird one. Anyway, never mind. So, what I was saying before about getting rid of this Vermeer mower. Now, of course, I'm going to do that because we don't need it anymore. We don't really have any fields that are small enough to justify the thing. But there's also this as well, the John Deere 6M. Now, this, I've very rarely used it. We did use it at the very beginning of the series to deal with the alfalfa field that used to be here, and also to deal with the alfalfa field that is now where the cow pasture is. But the rest of our grass fields are they're kind of too big for it, and I've got the Krone Big M, so it's kind of surplus to requirements now, really, like if I'm perfectly honest. Now, one thing that had, again, slipped my mind is the existence of Field 16. Now, that's up at the top northeast corner of the map. Now, again, I don't know why, but for some reason, maybe just because I focus on the bigger fields, but yeah, we own that field, Field 16. It is a field of grass, and it's just relatively small and, I suppose, insignificant in comparison to everything else. So what I am going to do, because there is a decent amount of money tied up in this, is about 100 and, well, again, according to the menus, it's just under 105 grand tied up in this tractor, and there's about 37, 38 grand tied up in the Vermeer mower. So we're going to run this down to the dealership, to the shop, and we're going to get shut of it, because, like I said before, it's surplus to requirements. We really don't need it anymore. But before we do get rid of it, I am going to throw one last job into its work hours. I mean, it's only at 2.5 work hours at the minute, so we've barely used the thing. It's a lovely little tractor, it really is. It's there's literally nothing wrong with it. I've given it a wash, but that was before I decided to get one last job out of it. And like I say, we need to pass the doorstep of the dealership to get to Field 16, so we will pass that door. We'll go and mow Field 16. Yes, this doesn't do, it doesn't row up or anything like that. We will need to run the windrower, or the merger, sorry, on this map, on this save, to get the grass all swathed up and stuff ready for picking up in the future. But I may as well get another quick job out of it. It's a very small field. It's, let me just throw cruise control on there and jump into the menu very quickly. But acreage-wise, just under 8 acres. So I don't think it's going to take us very long. So that's exactly what we're going to do, pretty much. Like I say, it's 4:45. The weather, as the forecast has changed, we've now got some sunshine right the way through till today, for the rest of the day. It had forecast a bit of rain for tomorrow as well, but thankfully that seems to have disappeared as well. We've got sunshine for most of tomorrow. The next forecasted rain is the 3rd day in May, so tomorrow stands to be another great day for grass work as well, thankfully, which is good. So I think tomorrow, the 2nd of May, that's when we're going to concentrate on our bigger fields of grass. We'll jump in the Krone and pretty much do what we did last time. Mow it with the Krone and pick it up with the forage harvester and a couple of tractors and trailers and get it thrown into the bunkers that we've got over at the farm. So, let's get cracking. Right, there we go. Relatively quick job done. Now, very much like ploughs, I'm pointing to the sticklers for detail here, I guess, but yeah, very much like ploughs, ideally, that should have been being rotated row by row, very much like you do with a furrow plough. Now, Courseplay ran that job for me, and for some reason it doesn't do it. Maybe it's just because it's not on a button. You kind of use a toggle to adjust the width of this thing as you go up and down the rows, as opposed to just pressing a button and switching it from side to side. But yeah. Hey-ho, it is what it is. Anyway, right. We'll hang a left here into the dealership. I don't need to be too fussy about where I stick it. We'll just throw it into the garage here. There we are. That'll do. Nice. So, let's go see what we get for this. Now, it said that the tractor, $104,000 in the menus. What we got? $117,000. So, let's repair it for $6. There we are. Yeah, we'll repair that. Does that need repairing? Nope, doesn't even need repairing. So, there we go. What we're going to get, $159,000 altogether, give or take a bit. So yeah, sell that and sell that. Boom, $159,093. Wonderful. Just over $500,000 back into the bank again. Nice one. Suppose I've got myself a long walk home, haven't I? Although, thinking about it, I have a solution for that. And that's this thing. We've got the Can-Am Defender DPS HD9. This has come to the game as a result of the Highlands Fishing DLC that came out yesterday. Admittedly, it's a relatively expensive way for me to get home, I suppose, as opposed to just having a long walk. It's cost me just under $17,500, but it's an awesome little thing, I think. And I think it's perfectly suited to this map and this farm, quite frankly. It's yeah, it's a wonderful little thing. It'll save me a bit of time. It's economical, it's lightweight, it'll help me to nip out to the fields to go and do my my field checks and stuff, and go check on the crops as they're growing, go and check on the animals if I need to. Cheaper than running the Ford Super Duty, which we do still need. We've still got the gooseneck trailer and the nurse trailer as it was, so we can support the sprayers out in the field and whatnot, and the planter with the liquid fertilizer. But yeah, I kind of thought this will suit this farm down to the ground. This one, awesome little thing. So yeah, there we go, nice one. Anyway, it's 5:20. It's a decent end to the day, and I think it's a reasonable end to this episode as well. So I am going to call it here for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you have enjoyed the episode and found it a little bit of fun and a little bit interesting, as always. If you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed the video and like the way I'm doing things, please consider hitting that subscribe button and jumping on board, joining the channel. Please hit that like button too, as it does do wonders. It helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing. If you like the idea of supporting the channel, there are a couple of ways you can do that. There is my Giants Partner promo code. If any of you are looking to purchase Farming Simulator 25 or any of its add-ons or DLCs, there is coffee.com if you'd like to buy me a coffee. And there is also my G-Portal affiliate link if any of you are looking to purchase a multiplayer server to play with your mates. All the links to these will be in the video description below. And as always, any help and support here is hugely appreciated. So, thank you very much for your time again, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.